What if I told you there's a very simple tool that if you use it for just an hour and a quarter a week, you can drastically reduce your risk of diabetes, heart disease, anxiety, depression, and so much more? Would you do it? Well, let's find out. So here are the research-based recommendations from the World Health Organization regarding physical activity for adults and older adults. Let's get started. The first recommendation is at least 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week. What does that mean? Things like walking, swimming, or cycling, activities that don't raise your heart rate too much. The second option is 75 minutes a week of intense exercise. What does that mean? Things like weights, running, or strenuous sports activities, and so on. And the third option is a combination of the two. In other words, you count 1 minute of intense activity as being equal to 2 minutes of moderate activity. So for example, if you play soccer for 20 minutes a week, that's equivalent to 40 minutes of moderate activity. The total you need to reach is the equivalent of 150 minutes of moderate activity. The second recommendation is to engage in muscle building workouts at least twice a week. In other words, resistance training. That means weights, resistance bands, TRX, or anything that provides resistance. The third recommendation is to practice your balance. You can do this while walking, during sports, or as part of other activities. Just find a way to work it in. And the fourth recommendation is to reduce static activities as much as possible. In other words, sitting or lying down. So, for example, if you sit in front of a screen for 8 hours a day at your job, maybe try a standing desk. And they offer a few more small tips for physical activity. The first one is, a little activity is better than none at all. Meaning, if you don't have time, even 2 minutes, even 5 minutes is still an excellent activity. The second tip is, it's never too late to start. Even at an older age, start today. And the third and final tip is, every minute counts. For example, if you get to your building and you live on the third floor, take the stairs. That minute of climbing the stairs is worth a lot more than taking the elevator, obviously. These recommendations have been proven to improve sleep quality, help with weight maintenance or even weight loss, and reduce mental stress. They lower the risk of diabetes by 40%, lower the risk of cardiovascular disease by 35%, reduce anxiety and depression by 30%, reduce back and joint pain by 25%, and lower the risk of breast or prostate cancer by 20%. So, are we on for a workout tomorrow?